Generating set, which is also called generator and shortened as gen, is a motor that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. It varies in sizes and capacity. We have sizes such as portable, medium, and heavy duty. In some years back in Nigeria, generator wasn't common compared to today's present time. Apart from big companies, industries, and commercial areas, it was only the top government officials, businessmen, and some big men that installed it at the residential apartment as alternative to public power source. It has become another story entirely that one begin to ask if we can do without generator in Nigeria today.
There is no business you can run in Nigeria now without generator. Because if you check the power sector, they have not been helping matter.
The reason why we are used to gen as Nigerians right this moment is because we all know nobody really likes suffering. We don't like suffering ourselves. So the more we have an alternative that, due for the fact that the government cannot really produce what we wanted for us, as in the constant light, we have to look for an alternative. And the alternative is the gen set that we have to buy. That is light out, you put it on, then you enjoy yourself.
In a developed country, generating sets are used in a new developing environment where electricity or power supply have not been in use. Unlike in Nigeria, where gen is more or less the regular power supplier, while the public power supplier is a backup. According to research, there are lots of danger in constant use of generating sets, especially in the residential area.
We are forced to use generators because we don't have any alternative. As a matter of fact, that is the power that be. The NEPA that's supposed to be the power that be is now the what is used as a substitute, because 24 hours the generator is on. And the generator, like I said, emits a gas, carbon monoxide, which is very poisonous. The carbon monoxide deprives one from inhaling the pure oxygen that God has given everybody. So the carbon monoxide deprives one from the oxygen that is needed by the blood in order to produce energy. Generator, in a sense, produces light, but in another sense is dangerous because we are dying gradually. Not only the gas that is emitted from the exhaust that is producing bad effect on people, the noise. After some time, you'll find out that Lagosians won't be hearing very well because the noise actually affects the ear. The ear has a certain percentage, a certain amount of noise that it can tolerate. When it goes beyond that, it causes damage.
Some people will take mobile phone very close to the generator before you know anything. Yeah, there will be fire break. Some people are even ignorant to the level that they will take a candle close to a generator. And then even some buildings, it depends on the environment. Maybe they only have the chances at the backyard. When you have about maybe all these what we call civilian barracks nowadays, you have about 20, 30 rooms in a building, and everybody is trying to use their gen. So for anything, the whole compound will be rampant with gen. And before you know anything, with these houses that you have kids, they will take anything that is not really good enough for gen over there. Before you know anything, there will be a kind of disaster.
The question now is, what can we do to prevent the dangers attached to it?
My advice is that especially those who live in very clustered areas where ventilation is very poor, the best thing to do is to keep them very far away from their homes, where the smoke that comes out does not mix up with the free air that they are supposed to breathe.
A household generally can use one bigger generator instead of this smaller. If you look at it very well, if you have a bigger plant, it will be very, very difficult before you can see a disaster. But when you have all the smaller gen, that will surely be a problem. That will be done maybe by the landlord of the house, or maybe association of the tenants in the house. Let them just do it on their own. Get one bigger gen. Along the line, everybody know how to fuel it. So there wouldn't be any problem at the end of the day because it's just one. Even if I'm trying to be, a kind of being careful, my neighbor may not be.
Well, there is no doubt about it that generating set has become the regular power supplier in Nigeria today.